Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Darkwood. Wow, everyone, it has been a while since I recorded the game. I don't even remember what we had done in the last episode. It's been about a month. Today, the day I'm recording this part, is September 27th, 2020. And I believe I did mention at the end of the last episode that I'm intending this to be the last of the episodes that I record. I don't know if that will end up being the case because we have a lot to do. So if this does end up being the final episode, the time might be upwards to 2 hours long for the amount of things we will be doing today. Because we do have quite a bit to do if I am going to make this the final day. Because we want to explore everything we can, right? I said I was going to at least walk into the Black Lake for a little bit. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And this means it's going to be tricky. So I need to make sure I am very well prepared today. And that means we will finally be taking out our bandages with alcohol. Can I make some more? Oh, yeah, we can. All right, so let's go ahead and make some alcoholic bandages. Because the Black Lake, which is what I like to do first, is going to be extraordinarily difficult. For reasons I will describe as we proceed onward toward them. As we proceed onward towards the location. Alright. Tim, how are you going to do this? So, actually, we'll describe the Black Lake now. So, the Black Lake is, if I recall correctly, windy. So it's going to be difficult for us to hear the chompers walking around in the location. It will be dark, as if there's a fog or a moving cloud all around us, making it difficult for us to see. All the chompers in the Black Lake will have the dark armor on them, which means that we'll have to burn it away before we can actually hurt them. Finally, the chompers cannot be drawn out of the Black Lake. If you enter the Black Lake and then leave it, the chompers in there will vanish until you walk back into the Black Lake again, and then they immediately respawn back at the locations, I believe, at which they were located. So it is going to be a difficult fight for us in that location. I believe that most of it is done in water, and if I recall correctly, there's plenty of hazardous mushrooms in the location as well. So we're going to take some of our antidotes. I'm thinking what we'll do is we will probably use a bandage before we step into the place, and an antidote. And then we'll swap our pills. I'll probably want flares. Flares in our lantern, because I believe this will also damage enemies. Again, you could just stick with the flat. I like the flares because I don't have to be directly looking at the creature. All right, well, we'll go with this at the moment. I'll have to make up my mind how I'm going to go about doing this. Let's do this, Tim, to start, and take a bunch more flares with you. All right, but not that many. Okay, everyone, I think we're set. And as you can see, we're bringing all sorts of ranged weaponry with us. Unless I'm badly mistaken, I'd rather do this battle with this weaponry than with an axe, because I'm going to want to kill those chompers quickly, and that means strong firepower, instead of trying to slug it out with them with an axe. The quickest way to get to the Great Lake, I'm sorry, I keep calling it the Black Lake, will be to go up north and take this. Take the holes there. Alright, everyone, so here we go. It's time for us to begin our adventure. I have to say, I'm really happy that you guys have enjoyed this game. It's been a real pleasure playing it again. I am surprised I have done as well as I have, all things considered, with only one death. Of course, that could all change today. And a big problem with me going to the Black Lake as well is that if I die in the Black Lake, we have to get back to the Black Lake again. Alright, and I think this will be it, everyone. So let's... and of course, my character will leave some of his items on the ground, so hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll use the bandages now. Make a swap. Eat that as well, and here we go. This is a lot darker than I remember it being. Oh, I thought it was also windy here. Ah, it is. I can't use my flares here. Oh no, I'm sorry, those are shotgun shells, Tim. Those aren't flares at all. Interesting. My bandages are gone already. Oh! And we can't throw flares into water. That should hopefully... Yep, good. Oh, wow, there are a lot of them. This is what I expected, though. Tim! Oh, we died. We died in the water. We may have lost all my supplies. I tried to scream, not use third eye there. So that's a real shame. And if I had used the right ability, that would have worked, too. To give us enough time for me to heal again. Alright, well, we're going right back. Okay, we obviously don't need that. We'll take all of our weaponry. Good, we still have at least all of our weapons on us. Now, the choppers should be all around exactly where we left them, all three of them. None of them should have their armor on them either. Let's go ahead and have... I have no meat on us. Alright, so we had to do this battle... possibly exhausted. Yeah. I tried to scream, immediately hit third eye because I panicked. We died over here, apparently. I can hear it. I need my body back. We must have it. Was it up here that I died? Oh, if I died and lost all my stuff, that's gonna be really awkward. I think it was there's where we died. Lantern's slowly doing it. Okay, we have to drag him into the water. Oh man, I got a bad case of the shakes right now. That was a lot of them. We're out of our normal armor. We also consumed all of our shotgun shells that we brought with us. Tractor. Rusty tractor overgrown with bunches of thin roots, some gasoline, but that's it. Well, plenty of boards. Might as well bring those with us. A corpse. We don't... Apparently our poison immunity just expired. And this is what you come here for, everyone. Those rubber boots. Blockade. Oh, there's lots of nice stuff here, apparently. Some pills we got for the ones that we've used. A pipe, some fabric. And that's it. How many chompers was that? 8? I think it was 8. I think there's 2 left. I think they just vanished on the outskirts of the Black Lake. So we're going to go south instead of going out directly to the west. Alright, what'd you guys think? The Black Lake. It looked like the chompers were drawn to the sound of me firing the shotgun and came charging to investigate what was doing that. Alright, let's take the holes back. And we'll go ahead and do some inventory management, but then it'll be 3 o'clock, and I don't know if we have time to actually do anything else. We'll see. Good morning, Isaiah. It's been a while since I've seen you. Alright, so, bandages. We have some more flares. Plenty of boards. Plenty of matches as well. Oh, you know, I wonder if... I never thought of this. Molotovs might have been a perfect weapon to use there. Because maybe it would still set them on fire, and they would then be causing themselves to take all that damage. I think we'll cook this. Depending upon how close I am to leveling. We can make another alcoholic bandage, I think. Okay. Alright, so that is all of that done. We'll leave the pump-action shotgun. Actually, do I have any more shotgun shells? Oh, Tim, you're burning lantern light. Reload the flashlight. So we shouldn't need you the rest of the day. Also means I won't need the batteries on me. We'll keep the clips. We'll take a look at those boots in a few seconds, everyone. Just want to make sure, do I have any more shotgun shells? I do. Perfect. I don't think we'll need that tonight. Okay, so we don't need the shotgun on us. We'll leave that here. We'll put back the pistol to that slot. We'll take back our hunting rifle. And we have some nails as well. I definitely won't need 50 matchsticks. We'll sell 25 of them tomorrow. Okay, so let's first see what we can cook. Alright, good. I'm nowhere near leveling. So we can extract that. And these we'll hold on to. We'll eat those tonight. Why do I bother burning the food if I'm not going to eat it? I don't know. I don't have a good reason. Alright, let's go ahead and put this over here. To be sold tomorrow. Okay, everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at those boots we picked up. Old rubber boots. They provide protection against poisonous substances on the ground. Useful if you think you'll be hitting any poisonous mushrooms. By the way, we're going to need more armor. Went through 2 suits yesterday. I knew I'd go through 1. I was hoping I wouldn't actually go through 2 of them, though. And where's our axe? Oh, keep that in inventory, Tim. You're going to totally forget that's a thing you need. Okay, that should be good. And it's 5 o'clock, so it's almost 6 already. My goodness, time goes by so fast in this game. But we should be set for this evening. So tomorrow, we'll go to the wreckage. And if we have time, we will go back to the village as well. Oh, wow, I left a ton of stuff here to sell, I see. I'm going to walk around really quick and see what I left where. I'm curious. Did I leave anything? Wow, we have a ton of stuff to vendor. Should I need it? Or want to. It's kind of funny in a way. I come back after not playing the game for about a month, and I die in the episode. It's a good thing so if I was not playing on hard, if I was playing on easy, I would not have been so nervous going in there. I did expect to die once, but not the way I did end up perishing. If I was playing on the hardest difficulty level, I would never step into the Great Lake. The boots are very nice, but by the time you're playing on Nightmare mode, you will probably be good enough to avoid stepping on poisonous mushrooms anyway, or carrying enough supplies or with you so that they're not too dangerous should you decide to do so. I believe it works exactly the same way as if we had taken a poison antidote before we step on the mushrooms, in that we will still take a little bit of, like, acidic damage from the mushrooms themselves, but we will not be poisoned by the effect. That's a dog. It's out here. So we have respawns, I think, is what that means. I knew they would eventually respawn in the swamp. At least I'm under the impression that they do. Gonna make tomorrow a lot tougher to get to the wreckage. So far, the fall months for recording have been going rather well, all things considered. I'm going to get done with Darkwood, assuming this is the last video, before October hits. And I think today I just uploaded part 17. So we've got another 4 to 6 parts to upload still. I'm so glad I got the excuse to play this game again. It's been amazing to play through it. Hopefully I haven't made it look too easy. The game is not easy. It's not easy at all. Not one bit. But I find it fun to play this game and feel how my mind is working as I play it. I believe I responded to... Oh, who was it? I forget now. I'm not going to know unless I check the comment section. But I left a comment in return indicating, like, how much I really love the fighting in this game. Because in a fraction of a second, or a few fractions of a second, or seconds, my mind is able to remember what's behind me, where I'm located, how I can run around a tree or something to try to ditch the line of sight or get some protection, what weapons I have equipped, the distance I am from the enemy, what type of enemy it is, what type of weapon is best used against it, and everything of that sort. I will be a little rusty tonight, maybe, because it has been a while since I've played regularly. Okay, so because this is happening right now, we're just going to get this over with. Again. Where are they? I just want them destroyed. Lots of traps are being set off. I definitely want that trap replaced. I heard the dog in the other trap as well. Let's eat that. We shouldn't have more banshees this evening. Oh, but we're gonna have some beetles. Okay, let's get those. We should run around and begin looking for them. It's much more important that I find the beetles. I think there's 4, or there should be a 4th. I don't hear it. I don't hear it, I don't see it. So I'm going to assume it's making a nest someplace that I don't care about. It's a spider. Human spider. That means there's a second as well, right? They come in pairs. And that one just spawned another one of itself. Day 46. Okay, we have a little bit of repairs to do today. Alright, so let's begin that process. I suppose this could be a chance to answer some other questions that I think I've gotten about why I do certain things. Destruction 42K was asking me, Tim, why do you shoot enemies during the final, hour of the day? There's no reason to do that. They're gonna vanish and fade away. And he's right. That will absolutely happen. And in fact, there is no reason for me to do so, other than I want to kill them. That's it. That's the whole reason I do it. If you're playing this to be the most efficient at Darkwood, if you're watching this for that reason, then you will not want to waste rifle ammo on a dog, or in this case, 2 rifle ammos on 2 spiders a few minutes before dawn approached. Right, there is no reason whatsoever for you to do that. However, if you don't like them, and you want them to die, the deaths they deserve, then you will go ahead and maybe kill them, after all. That's it. That's the only reason. That's the only thing I've got. And wow, we're down to 5 pieces of metal. We had another trap get used up, so we're going to make another trap. We'll buy some metal from the 3. I think it was this trap that got set off. Yep. This is like the best... one of the best trap locations I think I could set. Destruction 42K was also asking about why don't I set a trap inside the house? Because it will kill me. It absolutely will get me killed. It'll either kill me outright because I'm panicking and I'm running around and I accidentally hit it, or it will kill me because it will end up rooting me in place as I'm trying to escape something like a banshee and I forget it's there, and then I die. It's happened to me numerous times. Even when I try my best to remember there's a trap at a certain location, I will hit it as I am panicking. It's happened again way too many times for comfort. I am aware that I have this fault, and I will not risk dying in the game for as much. Well, I do risk dying for you guys all the time, but generally, I do not... It's too much of a risk for too little gain. I can handle the creatures that are attacking our hideout without needing to put a trap inside the shelter. Okay, so we'll grab the flashlight today. Let's sell the 3 a handful more things. Hello, 3. So we'll sell you that and this flare, and I will take from you all your metal. We'll grab your wood. Grab the bandages. 1 of each ammo type. Okay, everyone. It will be time today, now, to go to the wreckage. Let me just do a little bit of inventory management stuff. And we do not need a single shotgun shell, I'm hoping. All right. I think we're good. So today the plan will be, again, to head over to the wreckage and give that an explore, since we have not been there before. We'll then need to double back to the hideout to refill our oxygen tank, and then we'll head up to the village, and we'll see about what the guy in the wheelchair was talking about when it comes to cutting down the roots of the tree. I suppose while we're here, we can sell some stuff to this guy, too. $5,551 reputation. That is incredible. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and have ourselves some old meat. I'm under the impression that we have respawns today, so we'll have to be careful as we run around the woods, and let's get to it. Keep your ears peeled, everyone. I'm going to need you listening for me. This is the entrance to the town. I think it's a... Yep, that's a ruin. Oh, that's a ruin on the outskirts of it, Tim. And that wreckage, yep, was up in this direction. We're almost there already. Wow, we should have time actually to beat the game in this episode. And have time to get to the village after we explore the wreckage. I think the wreckage counts as another zone, so I think time's going to pause while we're in it. That's a mushroom person. That sound, it sounds like vines, but that's just his body popping. Okay, that's this location. We're almost there. And it looks like we don't have too many respawns, if any. I think that much... Nope, we have them. Because I totally believe I've killed this before. There is a dog. Sounds pretty close to me. I don't know where they are. Hopefully they won't cause me trouble on the way back. Not today, human centipede. Give me that meat. That centipede meat. Centimeat. Okay, now how do we get to this location? I forget. Hello, body. Did we search you? We did not. Single rag. More dead bodies. I think we're... Well, let's keep heading south. You're kidding me! Respawns, then we're going to make this rather difficult for you in the end. It looks like wasn't able to switch to my rifle quick enough to kill it. So it looks like the centipedes have respawned, the spiders have respawned, and the dogs have. But maybe the swamp dwellers have not. Oh, time is not paused here, everyone. So we do need to keep moving. A military helicopter, I think. Oh yeah, look where the propellers slashed into the ground here. An assault rifle without any ammunition in it. A military flashlight and a single battery. Now, I think that's the only thing you can get here. I don't remember finding anything else. We'll take a quick peek around, though, just to make sure. Yep, that looks like that's it. And I think we get back by taking the underwater passage again. You note I didn't even take the assault rifle. We already have one, and we don't need another, and I don't need to sell it. We have plenty of supplies. So I'm thinking we'll make this a little more dangerous for us. And we'll go back this way. Oh, we have not been in this location yet, really? Oh, I don't really need any of this, but I guess we'll take these supplies. That's the mushroom person I think that we killed earlier. It's 12 o'clock. I think we do have time to still visit the tree, but it's going to be very close. Oh, okay. We only needed one oxygen tank, apparently, period, and that was it. And I shouldn't have picked up the loot that I did, because we don't really need it. Okay, so let's keep that there. The rest of this comes with me. We'll eat some meat, clear it. We have more gas, an extra military flashlight. I can just vendor that. More wire that I don't need. Some small amount of alcohol, a singular rag, some pills, some more meat. We don't need the assault rifle ammo. You know what? We'll take an assault rifle with us. We have 3 ammo clips for it, so we'll start using it. Okay, that's good. Let's do it. 2 o'clock. We should have time. It'll be very, very close. But we should have time. You've used your third eye before. There's human spiders that have returned here. You're going to need to be very careful here. Swampers is what they're called, Tim. They're called swampers. I don't know if we killed all the swampers either. I think we did. There's the cripple. We still haven't found his tires. The wheels for his whatchamacallit. Wheels for his wheelchair. I think we might have gone the wrong way. No, this is it right here. Time is paused in this location. A hole in the wall of the basement. It must have been made recently by the growing roots. We cannot look... Remember, yeah, if we turn the peak down there, we will be attacked by the light. Who's there? Oh, Tim, I might have been too far away from the microphone this whole time. What do you want? Leave. And that is why I needed to wait until I have a air tank. My feet are slowly sinking in the soft, quaggy floor. I can barely move, as if someone was holding me by the ankles. We can explore maybe the rest of this really quick. Actually, was there any place we have not yet walked? No, that's the only way. Now, if I recall correctly, this is another dream sequence. We have another attempt to, I think, beat the game a different way. I'm not quite sure. I don't remember, though, really. Let's step in. Yes, yep, this is another dream sequence. You'll note we have no items, as is usual for these locations. A huge rusty barrel. Judging by the smell, it contains a lot of good gasoline inside. A huge rusty barrel. Judging by the smell, it still contains a lot of good gasoline inside. Oh, time is elapsing, everyone. Now there's no water in here. Open. Please. Look at that monstrous cow. Time is elapsing. The cow is now decomposing. Oh, and a hole is being slowly made in the wall here. More time needs to elapse before we can take that tunnel. A makeshift barricade blocking the entrance to the basement. Someone or something is trying to break through from the other side. I get the impression this tunnel does not end. How many? Everyone, we failed that dream sequence, I believe, but we did find ourselves in another area. I believe there is another way to do that sequence, such that you will have a chance at the true ending again. I want to say that's the way this works, but it's been so long since I've been here, I do not remember. And of course, because I don't get a chance to practice it, I will never get a chance to successfully do that attempt. I would have to Alt F4 upon thinking I'm going to fail it in order to give it another try, and that's not something I'm willing to do for a Let's Play. A dead end, carved out by the roots. A makeshift barricade blocking the entrance to the basement, which we cannot enter. I believe if we had destroyed that in the dream, it would be gone from here, but we failed to do that. So we don't have a choice but to take the other passage. The barrel's valve is rusty, but it seems to be working. Judging by the smell, there's gasoline inside. I grab the valve and try to turn it with all my strength. It suddenly breaks. Gasoline starts to leak out of the barrel. It slowly flows down the tunnel. The only thing we know about this from our dream, the tunnel looks different. It was carved out by people, sloppily and hastily. It's a miracle it still hasn't collapsed yet. I missed whatever the first statement there was going to be. The farther part of the tunnel is blocked by rubble. Looking through a crack, I can see a giant pulsating root. Maybe I can find a way to destroy them. Well, everyone. Oh, that's a mistake, Tim. You don't want. You will probably want your healing items up there. The huge tree will not yield to the flames so easily. It tries to smother the fire with its roots. It should all be over tomorrow. Come here now, come! The cripple's blind eye stares hypnotized at the huge flame consuming the tree. It's as if the old man could see everything clearly now. The orange fire illuminates his pale, motionless face. Okay, everyone. Tomorrow, we will be able to beat the game. And we're gonna do it in this episode. Now, I know what happens tonight. It's going to be a very interesting evening. Without giving too much away. Okay. I'm armed. I'm ready. There is nothing else left for us to explore. It's a shame I failed so many dream sequences again. I don't even know if I did better than I had done the last time. I don't think I did, though. Well, I did, arguably, because I found the radio tower and explored it. I don't ever recall doing that than the last time I played through this game. And it's pointless for us to do anything else, because there is indeed, well, I guess not pointless, but there is nothing left. We have explored every inch to my knowledge of the entire forest. And we have been to all the locations, and found anything that we wanted to find from them. One more evening, and tomorrow we can go back, and we can explore, or maybe we will be able to get past the tree. The fire will have probably consumed all of it this evening. So overall, I thought this went really well this time. I'm talking like it's over and I don't have to worry, but even if we end up dying, even 2 more times, we still have 6 more lives left. So I've done it. Managed to get through the game on hard. This was a lot of fun. And I think I would like to play the game on Nightmare. So maybe 2 years from now, I may attempt to do just that. It does mean, though, that I'll avoid the Great Lake. But thankfully dying in the dream sequences is no issue. I guess as long as we're passing time and I have nothing to talk about, we'll talk really quick about the dream sequences. So I wish that there was a way for me to practice them. And again, there could be. If I Alt F4, again, when it looks like there's any issues, the game saves when you walk into a dream sequence. So you could get a little bit of practice in if you decide to kill the game instantly before it has a chance to save after your failure. I guess you could also save scum, which is to say that you could find out where the game writes its saves to and back up the save files before you do any of the dream sequences to get some practice in them. I'm thinking several people must have done that in order to be able to successfully navigate them, given how difficult they seem to be, and how irregularly you'll encounter them. Like, each dream sequence has, I think, only one way it can really truly be beaten. Like, without dying horribly, and you get each dream sequence once through playthrough, and many of them, in this case here, you only get to after playing for a while. I suppose you could probably make a beeline for Chapter 2 if you knew where everything was, but I don't see how you would do it faster than... I don't see how you could do it faster than a day, or like 3 days. It'd take you. You probably have to spend 1 night at least in the. Probably 2 nights in the dry meadow. Sorry, Silent Forest. I would think. Now, the last time I had done this part of the game, I really liked it for how unexpected it was and for how unprepared I was for it, but I still managed to live. Literally, as dawn broke, I was about to die, and that's the only thing that saved me, was the fact dawn was here. I have a hunch it's going to be very similar this evening. And tomorrow, we will not be needing to purchase anything. In fact, we won't even be refilling the gas tank. We won't be staying here. We're going to be going up through the tree and hopefully exiting the woods for good. Finally having defeated the guardian of this place. I should be closer to the microphone, Tim. You're standing too far away. The last time I tried this as well, it went really bad for that final video because my audio was messed up. I've checked, and it sounds like my audio is coming out okay this time around. I'm super paranoid it's going to be as bad, though, so hopefully that's not the case. Again, the only issue I have with recording games that have checkpoints in them for saves is that if I mess up something, or I forgot to hit record, which thankfully is not the case here, there's no redoing it. You have lost that episode. So, in other words, if the sound's messed up again, that's gonna suck, Tim. Alright, everyone. Let's survive another evening. The last evening here. Day 47. The three are no longer here. We cannot resupply any longer in Chapter 2. I think that was all of our assault rifle. Nope, we have a tiny bit of assault rifle ammunition left. That went a lot better than the very last time I had done that, years and years ago now. So, you know what's also impressive to me? I remembered. I remembered what was going to happen. I knew what type of weapons I wanted for this evening. I apologize if that made it look a little too easy, but oh man, that can go south very quickly if you get pinned. Because I remember doing pretty well up until like 7 or so in the morning when I got pinned in a corner in this house. And I had 2 of them constantly attacking me. And thankfully the only thing that kept me alive were my bandages and my healing pills, which I kept consuming. And it was enough. It was enough. There's no reason for us to do this. But on the off chance someone else decides to come here and make this their home. Oh, and the radio's fine. And notice that this house is still standing as well, and nothing inside of it was broken or burned. There you go. We'll go ahead and just do a little more maintenance just to help the next person who decides to stay here. Which is no one, realistically. But whatever. I like feeling I'm helping the next person who decides to go through this. Okay. Well, let's make another lantern. No, we have one already. We don't need the oxygen tank to my knowledge. We'll keep the violin as a souvenir for the young musician. Another clip for our assault rifle. Repair our axe as we're never coming back here again. Alright. And everyone, I think that will do it. I don't remember this next part that's coming up to be too difficult. We'll take the boots as a memento for the final video where I died. Okay. Let's get our flashlight. A nice, fully stocked saw for the next person who decides to venture through the swamp and take out this place. But otherwise, we are done. Let's head on up to the village. Actually, let's also take some pills. This way I can run the entire time. Now, everyone, I will be beating the game the way I did not beat it previously. So if you're curious about the other ending, I can recommend probably most other people's Let's Plays if you like them. Oh, the fires are still burning here. In fact, I beat the game, I think, the true ending way. In the last time I did this. 2 fish. What's our journal say about this? I found the cellar under the tree. Unfortunately, it's completely flooded. I won't be able to progress any further, and it looks like the flooded corridor is the only way out. I set the knots in the cellar on fire. The fire consumed the talking tree in its entirety. Even now, I can still hear it screaming. Seems like the cripple was right. The tree is enormous. It will probably continue burning throughout the night. I'll return here tomorrow. It worked. Only ashes remain of the tree. I feel I'm approaching the end of my journey. Is it possible? It probably is possible, assuming I remember the correct way to go. Oh, okay, so that's even the wrong way. I don't remember where to go. Isn't over here, right? No. Tim, if you can't find the path, this is going to be super awkward. Oh, wow. Wow, under the tree. A colorless goo sips from the cracks in the asphalt. Everyone, I need to check the volume. I am so sorry, but I'm too paranoid. Give me a second. Okay, I've lowered it slightly. I believe you can hear me over the music. The crippled old man from the village. Road home. So many people consumed by the roots. Or petrified with that strange slime we've seen before. And they're gone. Who's going to eat the bread now? My first floor neighbor. Good day. Good day to you. This is my staircase. It's been here since I can remember. Weird that no one ever tried to steal it. Pleased to see you, mister. Haven't seen you in a while. It's probably the work of the kids from the neighboring apartment block. Home, sweet home. It's my wardrobe. Take off our coat. Home. I'm barely standing on my feet. I'll take a bath tomorrow. The Frania washing machine. I spent 2 days in the queue to get it. Some note is lying on the table. I made you some soup. Heat it up. The old trusty gas stove. There is still some soup in the pot. The smell fills the entire kitchen. I grab the largest dish from the closet under the sink and pour myself a bowl. It's not much, but it's enough. I don't remember the last time I've eaten a good home dinner. Locked. I need a key. None of my keys fit. Oh, hi, Suzik. Good boy. It's my bed. The white crumpled sheets look as if I've just woken up. At last. I feel my sore legs buckling underneath me. My body becomes heavy and overwhelmingly lethargic. It was a grueling journey. 47 days of human torment. A sedating warmth washes over me. A warmth of security and happiness. The rustle of the wood stretching away to the horizon kept the stranger awake for a long time. Eventually, fatigue washed over him, and the man fell into a deep, much-desired dream. Burning the tree opened the road home for many anguished inhabitants of the forest. Only 3 outcasts dressed in old rags and scraps lamented over its charred remains. The villagers soon forgot about the stranger in the hat, unaware of the fact that it was him who fixed the machine in the pig shed. The sound of squealing filled the woods again. The huge sow fed the villagers for a long time. The woman living with the chickens stayed in the village to tend to her sick sister. One day, she heard a clatter coming from her siblings' room. When the chicken lady ran into the room, she found the door broken and the chamber empty. Only the well-worn bed and an old blanket remained of her after her sister. When left to her own devices, the chicken lady's sister freed herself and set out to hunt for fresh meat. Piotrek rose above the treetops in his rocket made out of scrap. He smiled as, peeking through the small plastic window of his spaceship, he saw the Milky Way's stars moving away at huge speed. The woman living with her 2 children in the barricaded cottage at the swamp looked out for her missing son for many days. One day she heard a voice coming from the forest depths. Eventually, her longing for the child won over her fear of trees. The woman closed the other children in the house with food provisions for a couple of days and set out into the woods listening for distant calls. The missing son of the elephants moved into the mushroom-infested hut. The old lady who owned the place finally remembered her previous incarnation when observing the boy playing in the corner of the room. For a short moment, she even felt like a human being when the boy put down his charcoal and paper to sit down on her knees. The inhabitant of the hut at the junkyard went into the woods following distant whispers. When he was close to his destination, he got stuck between giant tree roots. Soon, hungry birds started to gather over his enormous body. Feeling his impending death, he desperately started to trying to free himself from the roots that clutched him. Weakened after a long trip, he failed to fight them off and fell face down into the mud. Moments before death, he saw his reflection in a pool, a huge snail head. He then thought that he's never had such a strange dream, and he wished to wake up. Alright everyone, thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked it. That ending was so nice. So what is the other ending? Well, that is something you'll have to go and watch a different person's video for, or my old playlist, in which I went and actually got a different ending. I think there's 3 total endings, or it might just be 2 endings, but one ending's text at the end is quite different if you were able to make it through the radio tower, for example. I'm not sure on that point. I don't want to even ruin it because maybe you will find that other ending if you decide to play through the game. I shouldn't say anything else, so we'll stop there. So anyway, yeah, so thank you guys again for watching. I guess we can talk a little bit about Fall or the next game I'll be playing or stuff of that sort while we're watching the credits roll. And I'll give a review on Darkwood in a different video, because that's going to be like another 25 minutes or so. It takes me about 30 minutes to do a review on the game, because I have to read a whole bunch of the different categories, explain my thinking in them, and then what takes a lot longer than that because I have to type them up as well. Anyway, I'm getting distracted already. So, I really liked it. It was amazing to have all my instincts come back to me when I fired this up again. I did start playing the game back in, I think it was February or March, but I avoided doing any leveling up because I disliked the negative quirks that much. But having played through it now, again, and leveling up quite a bit, I think we did pretty well. I think the only thing that really would have hurt me was that whenever I take damage, my vision gets worse. In retrospect, I should have taken the extra damage from poisons, because I didn't really get poisoned very often. Maybe 3 times total? That's pretty good. That's really good. And if I play through the game again, I'll do it on Nightmare mode. If I have... well, no, I don't have time, because I'm uploading 1 video of Darkwood each and every day. I was tempted, though, to play through the entire game again, get to the ending, and beat the game the other way, and then show you guys that ending. But, again, I have a playlist already with this ending in it, so if you really want to see the other ending, go to my other playlist, and then watch the last video in it, which is where I beat the game again. Although be aware that my sound was not so great there. The music got a bit louder than I had expected it to, and I didn't want to cut the recording to check because I was worried it would break the atmosphere. This time around, I needed to do it because I absolutely didn't want it ruined a second time, and I'm hoping it wasn't ruined. And the credits are done. Wow, that was great. All right, everyone. So I'm gonna cut the recording here, assuming there's no other special engine.